Yep, we're going to talk about Smoke today. So today we're going to talk about we're taking a character from
Just Smoke.
We're doing Smoke. Then we're going to do.
Then you can't be under me.
Then
You have to move.
Yes.
Yep.
You can't
All
be
right, so
completely
let's
under
start
me.
with Smoke. I think
Come on, move.
when you think about Smoke throughout the last
Thank
30
you.
years now, I think mobility is one of the things I think of. You look at when he was a secret character in MK2, he had super fast walk speed. He could walk up and throw you in like 2 seconds. Then you look at MK3,
It depends on the distance.
Human had the teleport punch, and then Robot had the teleport uppercut, and then all the way into MK9 you had the phase, the shake, smoke bomb, teleport. Like, I think he's always been a character that can get in.
Always had mobility.
Exactly.
Always had mobility and ways to close the gap and also be right on top of you. Teleport, punch!
Right. He's dangerous from full screen anywhere you want to hit a button. He has an opportunity to blow you up for it, and that continues in MK1. So let's take a look.
Let's do.
But first, let's talk about his normal attacks. One of the new things you might notice is he has this
Game
knife,
looks
which is
fucking
Karambit
clean.
from Indonesia, I believe. And he uses it in most of his normal attacks. You see he has this slicey dice.
Slicey dice, yep. He's just cutting you up.
Low slice.
There goes your Achilles.
He uses it in his uppercut, jabs, and his throw.
Oh, right under the mouth. That's the worst. Yeah.
Another noteworthy thing about his normal attacks is he has a really good long distance overhead, which is his back two.
Yep. That definitely covers some space. That's for dang sure. And that's gonna put him right where he wants to
That's
be
clean.
up close, right?
Exactly.
That's
And it
going
is
to be used
complemented by
so much.
a low that could be a combo starter.
So he's got instantly the low overhead mix-ups.
Exactly.
The blender.
The blender.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's going to be an awesome mix-up character. So let's go over his special moves. You can kind of see how he plays up close. So how is he going to get that 50-50 going?
Yeah.
So the first thing we'll talk about is his anti-air options. One of his brand new special moves is this anti-air knife toss. Jump.
Oh,
Catch you in the
nailed
air
it.
And pull you in. Jump again. And if he EX it, he pulls you right up with a bunch of recovery. And then you can actually go into your
sick.
mix-ups.
Right.
If you're using
So
that, and
he has
you
his
don't
own
use
kind
the
of
EX
get over
version,
here, if you will.
It's kind of
Exactly.
And he's patrolling the skies.
Yeah.
Unless you're or
So he also
they're in the
has a
corner.
new take on the classic smoke bomb. He throws the smoke bomb into the air and then will drop down. This will track the opponent, so up close, it'll be real quick, and even full screen. He'll always go behind them, and it's an overhead.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So
Now.
constantly closing the distance.
Exactly. So if you read a projectile, if you think the crouch blocking
Oh yeah,
is a low, you can go for that.
that's an
The EX version
anti-projectile
has
character.
an extra special property. Instead of dropping down and doing that attack, he'll just drop down, and he'll be invisible.
Ah!
I was like,
because
what the
that's
fuck
what you want
happened?
is to deal with somebody with overheads and lows and invisible.
Right.
Yeah,
so
sounds
if
like
you
great.
were thinking, I don't know, that back to, I bet I could react to that.
Right.
How do you react to an overhead that you literally
Can't
cannot see?
You start spamming stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Low post. Get.
So another special move is the classic teleport. This time it starts as a low, then goes into the teleport.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So if you EX it, you get a combo starter.
And that punch is very like throwbacky to like
Exactly.
MK3
It's like a
robot.
new take on robot smoke.
Love it. I love it.
He also can cancel this one.
Oh, okay. Something I will never do. Nope.
I will.
I commit. Okay. At all
You
times.
do.
And there's a fun property. If
Oh.
you EX cancel it, it turns invisible.
Okay, so you can go invisible in other ways.
I tried to find you, but you punched me first.
And lastly, he has a new take on his phase teleport move. He will phase through, go full screen no matter where you are, and go in with his attack. And this can be used not just to close the gap and check the opponent, but it can go under fireball. So, please fireball.
Let's see if you can do it. Oh, wow. First time Lanny.
There
Wow.
you go.
Wow.
And this can also be canceled.
I was just going to ask.
So instead of, you make a hard read on a
Smoke
projectile
is
and
gonna
have a
be
lot
a
of recovery, you
fucking
can actually
tough
stop right in
character
front of them
against-
and get a full punish.
And go into your
People who
business.
can't read.
Going
Or-
to the business.
Exactly. If they're blocking, you can go ahead, stop in front of them, go for a 50-50, jump over, throw.
Oh, then get
Whatever
from
you
under
want.
me, please. Thank
Cool. Did you do his throw yet?
I did.
Oh, okay.
How?
Oh yeah, under the mouth. I didn't want to see it again. Just kidding.
When you're playing Smoke, what kind of what are you looking for in a cameo?
Great question, and I'm always a big fan of pointing out that you could show up on your weaknesses. Like, you'll notice he doesn't have a traditional projectile. So
Correct.
you could give him someone like Sonya who has
doesn't.
ring toss. Or you can double down on what you have and maybe get even bigger combos. Or maybe you can use someone who has new combo starters and mix-up options. But what I could hear is cameo Sub-Zero, who makes counters on even better.
I'm
He
only
has a
gonna
really
use
nifty,
Cyrax.
tricky move where he coats you in ice armor and you become projectile immune.
Oh.
So let's wait for it to refresh.
Sure.
Fireball me.
Fireball me.
He is literally just absorbing fireballs and can walk you down.
And he's taking no damage from that?
Correct.
What?
He could also turn invisible and have it on.
But now
Okay.
I want to spam it out now.
Yeah, so you pointed out earlier, one of the best things to do when someone's invisible is to start spamming projectiles.
Right.
You can hit a stray while he's trying to move around. He can literally use Sub-Zero, become projectile immune, be invisible, teleport behind you, and then start doing 50-50.
That's very sneaky.
He is sneaky.
That's
I
very
think,
sneaky. Sneaky ninja.
That's a great key word there, ninja, because I don't think Smoke's ever been this much of a
Smoke
ninja.
is going to be one of those characters where
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Practice
loving
room?
it. I think it's very cool. You know me, I'm
you'll
one of
learn
those in your
combos,
face
but
kind
you're
of players.
not going to learn how
Like
to
rush
use
it
them.
down.
Nothing
You gotta
but
take
risk.
Smoke
I had to
directly
remind you of the
online
walk button.
and see
Yeah,
what
yeah,
works
probably.
against your average,
And yeah, he
like,
definitely feels
player.
like he's going to be high risk, but really, really flashy. Very, very
He's not
quick.
someone
And that's when you
can,
talk about like how
learn
you want to
these type of
deal
mix-ups,
with Smoke
'cause you're just
as
gonna
an
have to
opponent.
assume what someone
Risk.
might do.
Right.
You have
Yeah,
to
I
take
think
him on right
you're
away.
going to have kind of two strategies. One would be accept that he's going to counter zone you. Your fireballs are not going to be super efficient. Just play the game, patient, bait him out, punish him. Or rush down the rushdown guy. And like someone like Liu Kang who might have faster normals up close, be able to poke him out, go for your own mix-ups, that kind of stuff.
got it.
Cool. Cool.
But he is definitely going to bait mistakes, punish people that are, getting too big for their britches, and then go for big combos and all that. I think he's going to be really excited to watch.
Awesome. You should probably take a look at the. Do you have anything more?
No, I think we should show you the Fatal Blow.
Let's do it.
So this also goes with this theme. It'll track you no matter where you on screen, and it's an overhead.
How does it
so
start?
check out this.
All right. Blam.
That doesn't look like an overhead, but if it is, that's cool.
So, any last
Alright.
notes about Smoke?
No, I'm just really excited to see like the really creative
She said,
players
"Nah."
mix him up with different cameos and stuff, and then go crazy with the cancels and all that. I think it's going to be really cool. So, Ashra is from Mortal Kombat Deception. She was then in Armageddon, and she's been absent for 17 years. There's a whole bunch of fans who have never even seen her in a game because they may have started
Right.
with X or who knows what MK9.
I've played every
yeah,
Mortal
yeah.
Kombat
This is
game on
really
consoles,
exciting,
every
and
single
I'm
one,
super happy to see
This is a brand new character for a lot of our newer players.
except
Right.
MK4.
And it's been so long since we've seen her, she's kind of been redesigned and reimagined anyway. So she's got a real fresh coat of paint. So let's check her out.
Do it.
All right.
So Ashra is a demon who has found an artifact, the Chris. It's a mystical sword. And when she slays demons with it, it purifies her soul. So she fights with the Chris all the time. And you could imagine that gives her exceptionally good range.
How many bad things do you think she's done that she's constantly having to purify her soul?
She is literally a demon from the nether realm, so I think she's been a bad girl.
All right.
She's been through it.
All right. She's done a few bad things.
You can see almost all of her normal attacks use her weapon. Like, she's got a super good uppercut.
Which is gonna give her good range
Yeah,
instantly.
even her sweep uses her sword.
Little bop there.
Is that the professional term?
Yeah,
for
well,
the
we all
bop?
know that's the bop.
I've played against Dan in cinematics plays a lot of Ashra, and the range she keeps you at is one of those sort of frustrating ranges.
Right. Let's go over her throw. Slashy slash.
The slashy slash. We got a bop. We got a slashy slash. Ooh. Little frost throw.
And now let's go over special moves because they are very neat. She has a really unique playstyle. So the first thing she has is projectile, which is not a typical fast tiny
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's
projectile.
pretty
It's a ton of
slow.
real estate on screen.
But it covers.
Not go full screen, and it's not the fastest in the world, but it reaches almost to the top of the screen.
So you're not jumping it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Right.
That covers
And you're not
a
ducking.
lot of the screen.
Exactly.
Good one,
It
Tyler.
also has crisscross, which is a sword slash, which is an
That's a
excellent
combo ender.
combo ender,
Yeah.
and control kind of the ground and the air. And what's one of the ways you beat like long-range footsie tools?
You beat?
Beat it, yeah, by jumping. So you could say crisscross makes you
Jump, jump.
Wow. You really set these up.
Oh, yeah.
Look. I don't understand why people say this is cringe. I don't get that.
No, not at all.
It's my least favorite term on the internet, by the way.
And,
So, did any of the attacks you were just showing have EX versions?
yes, in fact,
That
I'll show you
crumble.
right now. The sword uppercut, which when you EX it, allows her to combo.
Awesome. But the projectile and the crissity-crossity.
They just do more damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I think crisscross has a pop-up.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, team, no
Can
problem.
you-
And then lastly,
Convert?
we have her ghost dash. So this is a cool move where she sends a ghost, travels as far
You
as she
can
wants,
cancel that. Bet.
and she can cancel it.
Knew it.
Nope.
And she can also do this quicker version that goes behind you.
But you're following.
Exactly.
So, for the most part, she's got a bunch of range attacks,
Yes.
and she can get distance with her sword attacks. So she really kind of plays that mid to far game. And if you try jumping in at her, she has that special move that just is a rising sword attack that's just then going to allow her to extend air combos.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
But there's one really cool mechanic involved in all this that makes her just an added layer to make her a little bit more in depth.
Tell us about that layer. Let's peel that onion.
Tap into her dark side, and this changes the properties.
That's
of
what I
most of
seen
her
on the
special
trailer. I
Okay.
wanted to know
Her
about.
fireball becomes a ground spark. It can reach full screen.
Oh, geez.
Short, medium, and far version.
Okay. And so that you have to choose which version, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Pretty quick.
So I gotta turn it back on.
All right, gotta turn on the darkness.
Her shadow charge completely changes, and now it actually teleports her to the location,
Okay.
and she can again cancel it,
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's only
or actually go
temporarily.
directly to where the ghost is.
It's like
Use
Raven's
that to
character
go
trait in
behind you,
MK1. I mean,
cancel
what
it,
the fuck in
still do
Injustice
the
1?
quick attack.
Okay.
Now, one thing you might notice is when she's doing these moves, the opponent is getting dark side attached to them.
Yeah,
It can stack
those little
up.
swirly things around there, right?
Exactly, which can stack up to 3 times. Once she turns back to light, all of her light attacks will then do an extra hit of damage, depending on how many stacks she has.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Now, some of the ghost flashes. Can you do any of those in the air, anything like
Yes,
that? Yeah.
She can do all the ghost flashes in the air and drop down.
Oh, jeez.
She can do an attack, she can do combos with it.
What can't she do?
Pretty much
I don't think she has a command grab.
she does not have a
Okay.
So,
Or a pure soul.
So playing as her, your goal is really you're switching back and forth and back and
Exactly.
forth to get
Yes.
as much damage as you can.
Yes, you're going to be wanting to switch it back and forth depending on the range you're at, what the opponent's tools are. And
You can really
then-
min
And
max
you're
your
just,
damage.
and you're locking them down with
Exactly.
distance anyway, too.
So, let's talk about cameos. I chose Frost.
Okay.
You might be saying, now how am I supposed
After
to
seeing Ashura, I don't know if it's just what they
He's
showed.
going to be advancing
She
on
looks
me. He might do
boring.
some
I don't think a lot of people are
fireballs
gonna be
and all
using her.
that. Well, let's cover a couple of Frost moves.
I think she's gonna be one of those
is
like characters
the ground
where
ice, straight from Deadly Alliance.
she's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
low
Super
tier,
fast,
but
low
I
combo
think
style.
that a lot
And it
of
seems to cover, like,
girls
a majority of the
will
screen.
probably use her.
Exactly. This
That's
is
what I
going to
think,
be
personally.
a big time.
Not just because she's a
movement
girl, just
check.
because of her.
Fighting Frost.
I feel like her
You can let
character
it rip at
design
any time.
and
It's gonna be
playstyle. I feel like a lot of
That's
girls
going
might
to keep
use
you
her.
on your toes.
And then boom, you've hit it.
She's very
Exactly. She also has
simple.
Orby Orb,
Orby Orb.
Nothing
where
about
she
her is
sends
like
a frozen
tricky.
orb out. A slow-moving orb that'll freeze the opponent if it hits them.
And you gotta respect that, that's basically
See,
it.
Exactly.
I wanna use
a
that
perfect time
cameo
to switch your stance.
because I love
Cool.
setup
And then
characters. Like
lastly,
I want to like do a move
She
where
has this
Nope.
stalactite
I
move.
want to like
that's
do a
super
move
quick
where
combo
I
ender.
hit them
Or if she holds
and then
it,
they're on
she
the
does this
ground.
secret
Then I
special
throw the
fourth
orb out.
move
What?
where she does these stabby stabs. And if you block, you can see This has
I already know about Frost, though. She
Yeah.
has 4
Block.
pick up the controller
cameo
block.
abilities.
This will actually push you
Relax,
full screen
dude.
and your chip, and that can get you back in range to be going for your.
And that's a
switching.
low too that you're doing there.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And now the meter burner hold down stabby stab. Did that cost any additional meter or anything like
I
that?
believe it's still the same as regular.
Okay.
I believe. I do not have the cooldown times.
Okay.
and also something to mention, still game in progress. Things
Yeah.
are still being tweaked and balanced and whatnot.
Totally.
So things you see here, damage-wise and that sort of thing, may change.
Yeah.
Obviously. So
So-
Oh, there's a very good chance. there's a very good chance.
We'll all remember the combo I did back in
Oh, here he
11
goes.
that just didn't work later.
No.
And I
Oh, the
still,
Dundee.
The Dundee. Yeah.
I still hear about it to this day.
So let's check out a Fatal Blow. I think the wings are so rad.
Yeah. Huge fan of the wings.
It's an audible gasp during the fatality.
I-
period.
Damn. I actually don't think I've seen this. I did not.
And that
They didn't
is
show
Astra.
that.
It is super exciting to have her back. I love how we've again taken these almost 20.
Her fatal blow is probably the best
And
thing about her
reimagined
so
them.
far.
Welcome back, Ashra. Still a
Oh,
demon.
Awesome. So let's actually go ahead and talk about him. I am gonna go with I went with Goro, mainly because I love Goro, and also he does help with my game plan a lot, and we'll go
Right.
through that in a little bit.
And you like a team of bigs.
I do.
This
So just real
stage
quick,
looks
Garrus has a couple. Goro has a
crazy.
couple moves. He has punch in the air, right? So you can do that.
Punch,
To,
yep.
You can do that to sort of elongate combos sometimes, things like that. He also has stomp.
You
With
can't have
force.
Goro without Stomp.
Now listen, stomp is different.
Oh.
Stomp takes your entire bar.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it is full.
See?
So I know people will be like, stomp. You have to commit to it. And then finally,
Why
we have
would
a thing
you do
called
that,
the
man?
omelet toss, which is I did the wrong button.
No, that's punch walk.
Punch walk again.
That's punch walk.
He has omelet toss where he will throw you up in the air,
Omelet toss.
Omelet top.
and he will. So that can be grabbed like if you're ducking, for instance. That can be it can be used to
Omelet toss.
Don't do that. So that's what I use. Now I want to go through some of the strings, and this will all kind of make sense a little bit how he works. Probably my favorite string he has is forward 4-4, which is just hits the ground.
That's
knocks you up.
sick.
It's a low.
Did you make a little sandcastle there?
He
What
makes a
happened
little
there?
sand at the end. Boom. Knocks you up. So for this, then you can start doing your air stuff. Let's go over the air stuff real quick. He has 4 unique grabs he can do in the air based off his air combos. So he has this, where he'll give you the old pile driver.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Which you are a fan of.
I am.
And you can see that
Choke slam.
you switch sides of the opponents
Yes,
on
you can
that.
choose what side to switch. And then you can do this with different inputs. Oh, I did it wrong, sorry.
And when you say with different inputs, what do you?
Different punches in the air
Oh, okay, gotcha.
lead
Gotcha.
to different things. So one is 1-2, the other is 2-1.
Gotcha.
And then he's got this one where he'll just. Oh, I did that wrong.
It's really neat to see the air combat extend to background.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
He'll knee you away.
Yeah.
air combat, just a huge fan. I just
It's
love.
so
I'm
fun.
so in love with it.
He also has this overhead, which is so it's not
What?
it's not safe entirely, but it's you can throw this out there quite a bit because you get a big amount of pushback and you're
Right.
back to back. He's got back 1-2, which is neat because this is that range where you don't want to be here, get a little closer, right? And that can be canceled too, so you can do like things
Whoa.
like that.
No, you brought a buddy out.
I did. Let's do the throws real quick before I forget, because I know people get mad if we forget the throws, and I understand that.
They are very cool.
Goro comes in.
And Goro kind of got a glow up too, for
He
anybody
did a
that
little
didn't
bit,
notice,
yes.
right? From the earlier first views of Goro, oh, he's gotten a glow up.
Oh, forget. I don't. Want
I mean,
to
so
forget
did
this, 'cause I know people
Garrus
love it.
from
He
just
does need a
MK11.
body splash.
And if a character has a body splash, that's instant means Tyler's gonna play them.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of the cooler moves too. He's got. I think we've all seen the wall he can do.
He's got a little belly bump. Little belly
And you'll
bump.
throw him through the wall. And here's the other thing: you can kind of throw this out like from distance. Let me get a little far away from you. You can kind of. Even it's not a projectile, but it can be kind of feel like one in a way.
Right.
He said, "Let me get far
And
away
it
from you," and
reminds
she
me
kept
of how
walking
to block
towards
in
him.
No Mercy for N64.
It really does.
So that's important.
There it is.
She's trying to walk towards him again.
I'm
Stop!
gonna go over some specials now.
He's trying to show the range.
So this is the one that changes his game.
What the fuck?
It's called Countdown, and he'll put a hourglass out, right? If And this is what I was talking about. He wants to keep you out. Like, I want to... Got it. Now I have 3 loaded. Once he has 3 loaded, he can do it again. Up behind you, and now you are frozen. And the last move you take is the reaction you have. Like the frozen thing from the last game.
Right.
If you meter burn it, you have 3 already. Now throw a projectile. I wasn't ready yet. Try again. So if you're... I gotta read it harder. Go ahead. So, if you do that, you can... If you're hard reading things like that, you can get
great.
Sure.
So once you have that out, the game changes.
Right.
They are afraid of moving. Now, it's blockable. It is blockable. But the game...
How are you going to block that?
I played with people when they're starting to read it.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Here's another thing. Go ahead and do some damage to me. Okay. Now we have it set to 1% right now, but when you do that, the other thing you can do is if you meter burn the snap like that, you can redo what you've done, go back to where you were,
Rewind time,
and get your health back.
What?
I'm doing that.
And that uses the same clocks that you would charge for the
Yes.
So
behind
you can charge the clock, and once that clock is fully charged 3 times or
Yes.
whatever, then you have multiple moves that branch from that.
Yes.
Wow.
Now this it
There's another layer.
It gets better.
No.
I did not
didn't
think
show you
Gears
one of
was
the
this complex, bro. What
different
the
strings on
fuck?
purpose.
Oh, okay.
So you can do this. This string, as you see, brings out an hourglass. And guess what? That counts.
That counts.
It does.
Oh,
Let's move
that's
on.
cool.
That
Let's
is
move on to another
clean
move.
as fuck.
Okay.
Sandstorm. Right?
Now, is there different distances for Sandstorm, or is it track?
Yes, there are.
Different distances. Gotcha.
It also can be a meterless launcher.
Oh.
Right? So you can do like this and catch them, but I can do that. Meterless launcher. Now, where they're standing in the sandstorm depends on where they like. If they're at the back of it, they'll fly backwards. If they're in the
Gotcha.
front of it, they're front.
That's
forward.
science.
Now, if I meter burn it, you got to see that another clock.
Nice.
It'll time out and then explode. So you're kind of controlling space,
Right.
but that also adds to your clock.
Interesting.
So
And that's going to force them to either advance or back up. Back up is good for you. Advancing, then
Right.
you can go for your next steps.
So, super cool stuff you can do with that. I really enjoy just hitting it, and then you can, that's something for later.
Oh.
So it could change the way the game's played.
Yeah. He plays his own game.
What I just showed was world stop, just back forward 1. You can just stop time, and I can do this. Now I can go on either side too, where I can hold back and land there. If you meter burn it, it just turns into another time stop.
Oh man. He seems pretty nasty.
No,
He is nasty.
definitely
He seems pretty
is.
nasty.
The
Oh,
effects are amazing looking too.
He definitely. He does have a command grab, which you can throw away, or you can throw towards. Oops, sorry. Like that. Now here's the fun part. Let's say you're in the corner.
Let's say you're in.
Now I would love Liu Kang to be in the corner.
Right.
So I can do that, right?
Yep, there he goes.
Or if I want to do more damage, anytime you throw someone away from the corner, you get the one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's nasty.
So if I'm throwing so you can give up good spacing if you want to cash out that extra damage.
Damage or positioning.
Like,
yeah.
is this gonna end the round?
Right.
If I do that, throw them out.
Yeah, totally.
At least I would.
Yeah.
So that command grab's really great. It can also it'll combo too. Like if it's in the air, you can't combo on the ground, but if it's in the air, you can catch people.
The range on it is also very interesting.
Yeah, so you can do it from close, but also right about here. So
Yeah, that's really, really
you
good.
always and also just point blank.
Right.
So he's pretty much good up close, mid, and far.
Far, he has a little more trouble far.
Sure.
Far, he's going to be able to set up his stuff.
I was gonna say,
not
then you're
as
just-
much press advantage.
You're putting up
right.
clocks.
But
if
people
you're far.
also, you can start getting hit with projectiles during that period.
Right.
Right.
And also, you will notice the more you play against the Garrus, the snap thing, I've been blocked
shit,
on
my
all
dog
these
is
times.
right
Even
behind
though
me,
you're
laying
trying
Sure.
to set that up.
But now, obviously, then, if they have the mental stack where they are then focused on blocking it or punishing it or doing fireballs, that means that's your opportunity. You've established that, you condition them. Now he could advance forward and go for his overhead grab.
Goodness.
Right.
if you're doing something that makes the opponent pause, that's you. Then you've won.
And is it more dangerous sometimes to hold it for a full round?
Exactly. Yes.
Right. And also, they may forget they're looking for the snap, and now they do a combo to you, and you just rewind out of it. You use it for that.
That's a great point.
So next thing we got. This is a. Oops, there was again. Sorry. He's got this burst, right? Denial here, and it's just just kind of a pushback. You can
Get off
combo
me.
it, right?
Nope.
But I would say that's not the time you can do it. But the cool thing is, it is his metered. It does a
His armor.
armor move. Yes, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I'm in the corner, and I want to wake up to it. I can. Oh, not me. There we go.
Gotcha. Get off of me.
And
Get
it's
off
really
me.
good if I get jumped on like in the. So like.
Yeah, it's just your get off me.
Yes,
For sure.
So he does have that. Garrus. It seems like he has a lot. I will say once you start playing it, it all sort of flows together very, very well.
Right.
Once you start getting the game plan down, he has this move here, which is really cool. So go full screen for me. I can do this, and now look, I am ethereal. Now hit me. If you hit me, I can take it. I can take a hit, right? So hold on, and then I will go back where I started. You can do that with projectiles.
Oh,
right?
really?
But now I can do like things like this, where I will walk you down. I know I have a hit I can take, or I can walk you down, and you're like, "What's he doing? What's he doing?" And I can still do moves.
That's so cool.
Now here's where it gets crazy.
This has been pretty crazy already.
Moves.
Like, I don't know what the next level of crazy
Yeah,
could be.
we've never done one of these. You're like, but wait, there's more.
There is one more thing which I've actually had QA make a video for because I am not good at doing it yet, but it's really cool. So the meter burn version will freeze time, and you're able to use your clone and yourself. You'll see. Let's take a look at that video.
Whew.
Huh?
That's so cool.
It's really giving me some Tenchi vibes.
That part is will probably be the last thing I put into my repertoire, and it'll
Right.
probably be something simple for myself as just an average player. But I've already started finding things that I can do with it. So that's Garrus. I think he's a ton
Bro,
of
that
fun.
was
I've really enjoyed
so low.
You're right.
I was gonna say, he didn't do his fatal blow, bud.
Let's do that. Oh, right. So it is from about where you start a battle is where as its distance, and then it teleports to you and grabs you.
This is so painful looking.
Oh my goodness.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, that's such a clean fatal blow.
Awesome.
Reminds me of like Flash
So that
from Injustice
is
2.
That's Garrus.
that's Garrus, which shows a true fight between Smoke and Li Mei.
Yes, with cameo.
Oh, they about to do another
Awesome.
fight. Oh, shit.
Again,
I
we just
scared
tell
my
them
dog. He'll
go
be
at it. We love it if each person wins around. That's pretty much there's no rules.
There's no rules.
Have
No
a fight,
rules.
blocking included, make it look good. So let's take a look at that real quick.
No rule fight.
As I told your brother, I'll abide no
Li Mei, I'm
vigilance.
using her in the beta.
You misread our intent, Li Mei.
Li Mei and Smoke. Oh, he's using Sector. And Frost,
She
yep.
has cameo Frost. I misspoke, but I was right about the sector.
All good.
It's all good.
All right. Starts off with that overhead.
Even
So one
without
cool
like the
thing about
filter,
her
this
dropping
game
the
looks
overhead
fucking good.
and not to commit the overhead probably.
Oh, really?
Air special moves out of it, stuff like that.
We got some Sector
Bro.
homing rockets,
Sector
too.
has a
Rocket
freaking
has to be
homing
there.
rocket
has to be.
setup.
Favorite stuff.
And I love the weird pose he gets in, too. Doesn't backbend.
It's such a great way to lock them down, make them you can't do a lot.
Yeah, Cameo Sector has, because it's got exactly what you expect.
Right.
Teleport, flamethrower, immune
Some low poke and yeah.
So that Li Mei Lion uppercut move is really, really fast. The EX version can actually kind of slow pokes on the block. And it's one of the fastest special moves in the entire game.
I love her slide pop up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So much fun to use.
Oh, hits the fatal
Get it
blow.
out of the way.
The lie staggers.
Free kill.
I do not
Li Mei's
think
nervous.
Smoke is going to come back from this.
No, he smoked.
The ending of this fatal blow is one of my favorites.
The lion. That's nice.
I always thought that was a dragon, but I guess it's a fucking lion.
Oh, big jump. That is the problem
Ooh.
with ice.
Especially when you're close.
Holy shit!
Smoke going ham. That was a lot of hits on the smoke over there. I like it a lot. Oh.
Oh, excellent. Tricky. There's an uppercut.
Does that sector uppercut track?
Yes, it does, and it pops up for a combo.
Nice.
Like, obviously, you let a block there instead of holding
Right.
through it. Like, because the combo was a little bit over, but second comes in.
Establishes the rocket again.
Oh, smoke just smoking.
Dominant win there.
Yeah.
Doing that. Cool.
Magic.
Magic.
Ooh.
Oh,
Right in his
lantern.
baby.
Gotta dodge it real quick.
Well, smoke is getting a lot of jumping, so you got to use the lantern to prevent it.
She has excellent mid-range and then control the
That
lantern.
slow-mo on the wake up was crazy.
Nice use of sector there to just get rid of that other.
They made the game like very cinematic, like mid-fight.
Very conceived. Trading distance. Oh,
Oh.
there she goes. Ooh, committed to me. How to breaker though. Remember, in this game, breaker takes 3 bars.
Right.
He did a cameo too.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, see?
Setting up
That
more
was so
pressure.
smart
There you
to
go.
do the
Oh
ES
my
type of
God!
smoke bomb To set up the smoke bomb or the
You
smoke
better
bomb.
fucking
Smoke on
fatality her. Okay, that's fine. No worries. Classic.
Love it.
There it is.
Love it.
My favorite
Well, I
is
mean,
Deadly
even
Fatality.
before,
I'm
but
glad we were able to throw it in there.
One of my top 5 all-time favorites.
Absolutely.
that was a
Absolutely.
good
Thank
fight.
you for that to the QA team. Always putting together amazing fights, doing great stuff down there. Well, that's it for today. We showed 3 characters. We haven't done that in a while.